What is going on, guys? Ryoza here, and today I got a deck profile for you guys. We just got the July 2019 ban lists about a day or two ago, and I've been taking my extra time to think about adjusting my decks. So the first deck I decided to finish adjusting was my Danger Thunder, and so that's what we're profiling today. Um, the deck did get hit with some serious stuff, but it's still pretty playable. It could still do pretty well, I'm pretty sure. So let's go ahead and get right into it. I hope you guys like the fact that I have a bigger table now, so you won't have to deal with a little table and seeing the floor or whatever. You'll just see the table. Oh, and I always call this table. Alright, so usual, start main, go to extra, and then I might show little combos at the end. So start off, we have our 3 copies of Thunder Dragon, 2 copies of Roar. I actually decided to bump this back up. In my last list, I was only running at 2. And actually, it was Chaos Thunder Dragons. My last Thunder was. I never actually did a Danger Thunder one before. But yeah, I was actually, even in Danger Thunder, I was still running the Roar at 1. I felt like it wasn't needed that much, but that was because we had more dangers and combo pieces and whatnot. But now I think we actually want to see it a little bit more. It's too dark after 2 Roar. I'm actually running 2 Duo now. Because Eclipse Wyvern got banned, all we have to search our Levianeers is Brotor, and if I'm being honest, I don't think Brotor is that great. It's very situational. For one, you have to have a card in hand, and 2, it just breaks even. Plus, it requires more banished targets to summon. Duo only requires 1 light, 1 dark to special itself, and it's searchable off your Dragon Roar, which you're almost always going to be getting that search. And 1 Hawk. I might arguably even put this up to 2. I'm not really sure right now. I feel like 1 might still be fine for now because it can brick. But that's overall it for the Thunder portion of the deck. Moving on to our dangers, we have double Nessie, double Tsuchinoko, double Jackalope, Bigfoot, and then I opted to play in Mothman. You can arguably even run more dangers, but unfortunately, because of the ban list, we only are allowed up to 2 Jackalope, Nessie, and Tsuchinoko. So we can't max those 3 out anymore. So running other dangers becomes a little bit more important now. Right now I'm only running 8. You could easily bump up the number. I just don't know how what dangers I feel like I would use. If Chupacabra, I don't have Chupacabra if I would run that. Maybe max out Mothman. I really don't know how I feel about that though. Overall, the danger lineup's still very debatable. Chaos Dragon portion, we have 2 Levianeer. I feel like 2 is going to be enough now because we don't have the dangers to start kind of dig through our hand, get as many extenders, fill up our grave. So I feel like Levianeer's banish cost is going to be a lot less doable. But that's why I'm running the second Duo, because it's 1 less banished target and it's a lot more accessible than the Levianeer in the deck. Unless you feel like running the what's that spell called? Its effect lets you discard a card and then search your deck for a monster with 3,000 or more attack, and then 22,000 or less defense, or something like that. A dragon has those stats. Running the 1-in-1 because we only got them. We just got them limited to 1. Honestly, these going to 1 really does hurt. because they were key pieces. If you drew Wyvern Burster and Batteryman Solar, you had full combo. But now we can't really rely on Batteryman Solar because we have way less chances of drawing into the Wyvern Burster. And for my other dragon targets, I have Destrudo, one Defrag Dragon. There's actually a lot more 3-ofs in the deck, so Defrag becomes a lot more viable for the list. And the one Brotor, because he's pretty much our only real searcher for dragons right now in the deck. Unless we decide to not run the Sekka's Light variant, but I feel like Sekka's Light's going to be even more important now since we can't really use as many good dangers. So, and this is the package I decided to run. I'm running 3 of all the Crusadias except for Leonis. Now, why I'm not running Leonis? Because he does nothing for me. His effect doesn't help. His attribute does nothing really. You can say the same thing technically about the Arborea and the Reclusia, but Reclusia has spot removal. Arborea has protection. Draco gives you recursion, and then Maximus is, well, his attribute's light. That's really all I can say about Maximus. But yeah, honestly, the Crusaders are really good because of Magius. You normal Crusader, make Magius, and then special something to where he points to, and you just get your Draco, and you start comboing from there. Literally, any one Crusadia plus an extender is the beginning of your Guardragon combo. Not the full Guardragon combo, but Guardragon combo. I'll get into it later. But yeah, that's all of the monsters, and then we got 3 Sekka's Light. It's just Sekka's Light, Pot of Greed. It's a lot more important now than ever. So that's the main. 40 cards exactly. And then for extra, we have Magius, Beat Cop, Phoenix, Pisty, Agripane, Elpie, Triple Burst, Spheres, and Double Saryuja. Now, you can argue that maybe we can't make Saryuja twice anymore. You probably still can. I don't know how often it's going to come up the second Saryuja, but just in case it is there. But honestly, if you feel like the second one isn't necessary anymore, you can take that out, and you can maybe run one of the Borrelink monsters. That's fine too, or you can run a second rank 8. I'm only running the 1 right now, which we'll get to eventually. Yeah, that's it for the Link monsters. Fusions, I actually opted to run Triple Colossus. I feel like it's going to be a little bit more important, the third one now. You can honestly take one out, it's fine. You can either take out the third Colossus or the second Saryuja, run a Borrelink, or a second rank 8, or you can even run Unicorn, which I actually opted to take out of the deck. I don't know how I feel about not running Unicorn, but I just felt like I preferred having that third Colossus just a little bit more. It's still a debatable option. And then the last 2 cards are Hope Harbinger and Arching Abyss. Your important rank 8, and then you're just simple negate. You could also opt to run. You could run Crystal Wing instead of Arching Abyss, and that's completely fine. There's going to be a lot of monster effects. You're gonna want to stop hand trap. This might be a big format for hand traps. So Crystal Wing would be able to stop those. You could stop Ray with Crystal Wing. You can stop Dingirsu, maybe? But yeah, I feel like maybe the chances of me switching over to Crystal Wing might be high for this format. But that all depends on how this format begins to shape up. So that's the extra deck and the main. I'm just going to go ahead and now show you what happens when you do open up a Crusadia and some extender. No reason to stop the video to show you. So, got there. Normal, your Maximus. Link it away. Magius. Uchinoko discards itself, specials itself next to its link. Well, you choose to special it next to the link. Magius effect will activate Searching Draco. Link them away for your Beat Cop. You could even potentially run Spatha in here if you want to. That's another option you could run by taking out the, again, either the second Saryuja or the third Colossus. It's not a bad option at all having Spatha, but if they hit your Spatha, you automatically will lose. Draco effect, special itself. Draco's other effect recurs Maximus, special to Maximus. I think in that actually positioning. Link for the LP. Link for Triple Burst. LP gets you a dragon. Since this is only a 2-card combo I'm showing you, I'm not going to be something Rotor. We're just going to go for the Stro in case we need it later. Okay. We go into Agripain. Effect Agripain, get Abyss. Link those for Spheres. So that's what you get for having a Crusadia and an extender. It's not much, but it still does something for you. You get a negate, you get a bounce that can potentially get you a negate if you're running the Amorphage Goliath or something like that, because that is an option that you can use. But this combo can easily extend if you have like more pieces. You could even potentially run a level 7 Synchro in the deck. Because say you have Arborea and some level 4 extender of some sort. Like Wyver Buster and Arborea. Arborea you would special. Banish a dark special and you can make a Dragster if you so need to. You could let's see, what's another good idea? If you have Levian near and maybe some way of getting a level 8 to the field, you can get a Hope Harbinger to the field as well on top of that. Point is, the combo can extend depending on what your hand is. It varies. But, yeah, I think Crusadias are going to be pretty decent overall. Again, those guys can be swapped out for some of the options I mentioned before. Unicorn, Spatha, another rank 8, a Borolink. But again, if you do choose to run Spatha, be on guard, because if be aware, I mean, if they stop your Spatha, your turn probably will end. But yeah, that's going to be the deck profile, guys. Still generally in progress deck, of course, because we only got the ban list not very long ago, but it's just a general idea that I think can work. So if you guys are new to the channel, if you watched all the way through, thank you. If you aren't subscribed yet, then go ahead and do that now. I would really appreciate that. Go ahead and say 30 likes, and maybe I'll do a test hands video with the deck or something like that, so you can kind of see more combos from the deck. And in those combos, I will also include some of those cards I mentioned before, showing maybe how a combo can vary. I'll open up certain cards in my hand, and then I'll show what happens if you're running those certain options in the extra deck. And then yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Honestly, comment your thoughts of the extra deck right for now. Do you guys think that I should cut the Colossus and one of the Saryujas for any of the options I listed? If so, explain why. Because I would like to hear your thoughts and get a conversation going. And then if you kind of want to support the channel, I have my Patreon link in the description below, or you can go ahead and send a donation through PayPal. Honestly, though, just subscribing makes me happy enough. But if you do support the channel, I would be far more grateful. But yeah, that's going to be it for this deck profile. This is where I was signing off.